together. Hey, welcome to another great discussion. And today I'm going to be talking about they hurt themselves, not you. They only hurt themselves, not you. So, one thing, you know, people can say what they want to say, do what they want to do, but in the long run, what I try to teach my daughter, my teenage daughter, because in the teenage years, they get kind of hormonal, crazy. So, you know, she likes to get mad. She gets angry and wants to say some things sometimes, but she doesn't realize that in her saying things that, it harms her internally, internally, and it makes her feel some kind of way. And I keep trying to tell her, to think positive and not be so bitter, so bitter at me, which I really understand her, but she does not see as the amount of understanding I have for her, and she doesn't see her world, how it's hard for them to see what we have made for them, these children, our children at times, especially when they get hormonal and they become teenagers. It's hard for them to see that how much they got it made or how good life is for them right now. And so she wants to, spruce out negativity at me all the time. And then, when we're driving to school, and then when we get to school, she's feeling bad. She doesn't know what to do with those feelings, those emotions, because she didn't allow all of this, because I don't know how to explain her to describe what she goes through. It's crazy. Maybe some people can relate. Maybe some people have teenagers that are going through a lot, hormonal changes, and they're bitter at their mom, and it's always mom. It's never dad, She, even though secretly she tells me things, but and I have to tell her that, she just, because children cannot see how good the parents, or how hard the parents work for them, or how hard or what we get for them. They just cannot see it no matter what. Everything has to be negative or bad. And so what it does is it harms her trying to throw, negativity at her mom, beat her mom down, and it ends up building, some things within herself, and that is very, very tough. This is just, when people say things, do things out of anger, they don't realize how much it just boomerangs back to them. And I keep trying to get her out of that. It's get her out of that. How can I describe it? It's just like a routine. It's just like all the time, certain time. Maybe she's not a morning person, but either she's gonna have to, something's gonna have to give. She's gonna have to just, you know, I really want her to recognize that saying negative things, teasing her sister and stuff like that, or saying negative things about her sister as well. It's just the point of her saying these things is damaging herself, you know. But that's hard to convey. It's very, very difficult to convey. Um, like, anything someone does to you, like someone tries to make you lose a job, or, it eventually comes back on them. They have to live with those things. They have to live with being that they know that what they did was wrong. So they have to live with the wrong things that they continuously do to other people. And, that's something that they have to just carry with them. It's a mark, you know. And that's what a lot of us know. A lot of us know better. A lot of us would not do those things. But, teenagers, they think they're in their rights. So I know I had to think back when I was a teenager and, um, getting bitter at mom, but not like this, not like my daughter at all. Not quite like this one, not quite like this one at all. It's just very, very difficult. But that's what happens when you bring children to this world. It's just like a constant struggle. So a struggle trying to get them to do better for themselves, think positive, love themselves. That's the problem too. If you love yourself, you're not going to do things to other people. If you love you, I think that's the number one thing is loving self first. I'm, she's, I tell her, certain things she does not want to hear you say. You can't tell her how smart she is. Sometimes you can't tell people that. She feels offended. And, I tell her all the time how beautiful I think she is. My children, all the time. Just to lift their confidence in themselves and build up self love for themselves, have them have that. But it's tough, when people, around you, they think they're hurting you, but they only hurt themselves, you know. Uh, it's horrible to have to deal with, constantly. But, you know, a lot of animosity, like we said, is the opposite of self love is self hate. So a lot of animosity is built up out of that person not really liking themselves, not really loving themselves, and their own insecurities. So how can you change it? How can you can change it by not taking things personal that they say, by not a lot of times encouraging them, to see the good in themselves, because a lot of times people don't see good in themselves, so they want to crush you down. It's like racism that we deal with. The same thing. They hurt us, but they only hurt themselves. So, because something in them they don't like about themselves, so they portray on us as a people, as a group, as a people, because we have something different than what they have. We have a lot of different things, and it causes all of this. This is just a natural way of things right now. And the thing about it is, we're never going to be able to break that. We're never going to be able to break them from that, because society is built to benefit them. Hold on. That's what I have to do. So basically, when we look at racism, it's the same way. If we don't see, we need to see that, um, it's clear to see. They put information out here every day of our lives. We're different people. And they seek to break us. And we allow ourselves to be broken. Male, female. We allow that um, division to be there. I wanted this guy to come on from South Africa because me and him were talking earlier, and that's my friend Tendo. I had him on here before, and we talked, and Tendo and I was getting in a conversation because I sent books to him, and he does the work in his community, teaching his people about who they are, So Tendo and I got in a conversation earlier about how the male and female is in all confusion now. And he explained to me how the woman is the head, the matriarch of the household, but the man is supposed to be the priest. The priest. And this is the way. This is why I don't feel like we're out of too much of an order. The Black woman has always taken care of the children, always been the one in the community, always been the one to hold everything together. And the man has always been the one, to, like he said, the priest, And that's a huge job, that's a huge position to hold, We're different people. We're not like other people, and we're not supposed to be like other people. This is why they talk about a chosen people. That's why they talk about a chosen people. It's not, we got to translate it from the English because it's not necessarily meaning a chosen people. It's just the people that stand out. We stand out. We have so much. We have rhythm. We have our complexions. We have melanin. We have that. We have so much within us. We have a connection. And that makes us unique here on this planet. That makes us unique. And we are widespread, and there's so many of us on this planet. So what we don't know is that the European, what they did was they went around making themselves everything that we were. And they came up with the idea, because we were fortunate to have all of the land. We had all of the resources. So they had to do everything in their benefit. So they knew we were that easy kind of people. Of course, we're not hateful. We're not racist. We can't be racist. But the fact is, we've been taken advantage of. We've been put in a state of being underneath of them, people who don't have the mind to be in the position that they hold now currently, which is the position that we should be holding. They are in a position where a lot of wickedness they have arbitrated, they have caused. And if we were in our rightful position, we wouldn't have wickedness that is flourishing out here. We would have more of people groups togetherness. And we would be the strongest. But because they think in their demented minds that we are like they are, we are not like they are at all. You know, we've been the reason why we got subjugated was because we were out, you know, trying to connect with others, you know, and then in that connecting, that's when people who did not have what we have felt like they were going to have to take it. So they took everything. So now we're in the position where they are manipulating things. For example, when you see, no, because we have been defeated, right? But do we have to live within that defeat? No. We can get back up, build ourselves back up from our mistakes that we made in the past, and we can be triumphant. We can win, but our people feel defeated. And so what you see when you see a defeated person, you see interracial marriages. Interracial marriages is defeated people. When you see a black man with a white woman, you see him feeling defeated. He is defeated. And the reason why I say that is sometimes we see it as, what is making me feel offended about that? Why not feel offended by that? Because our people has been subjugated. So you taking this man, the fight has never ended, the war has never ended. It's just they have been jubilant in it. They have benefited more out of everything. So for us to see a black man with a white woman, that is saying that he has been defeated, that he's went over to the other side, the other team, and all hope is gone, lost. So when we see the black woman, same thing. It's defeated, feeling defeated. See, because I say it so many times, we have been destroyed as a people. But that doesn't mean that we, like I said, we have to stay destroyed and we have to stay defeated. By no means. Because like we said, like my whole discussion is about today, they hurt themselves, not you. And this man would rather set off a nuclear bomb than to allow us to win, anything. So to have that much energy into destroying the people and trying to have them melt into what you are, melt away through self-hate and self-defeat, feeling defeated and discouraged and whatever else one feels when they give up on knowledge. You want to be stuck under something that has stolen your knowledge stolen everything away from you, beat you down, but yet you married to that. You went to that. Is that something that you would think that would lift you or give you energized? No, it's not. It's a struggle. It's a struggle because everything benefits her or everything will benefit him. Never the one who is the unicorn or the one that was targeted. It would never benefit you because you went over to the other side and you're the cheerleader now to those who have this demented ideology of destroying other people and just feeling like they have the right to live on top of the people's backs, and then have the audacity to tell you that you have to tie up your boots or pull up your bootstraps when you don't even have boots with straps in them at all. So, because it was all taken. Now, what kind of mind? You got to know the kind of mind that we live amongst, that is the head of the table of the earth. They're not doing too well, not too good. They can't be. With all that energy, that negative energy, and you think you can live a life and make it look like you're happy, but just putting on fronts is what I'm saying. Just a lot of fronts. And then what you don't know won't hurt them. But it does hurt them. It does hurt them because they do know. They know through their history. A man was coming on TV talking about, we're not going to let this happen, or don't let this happen. The forefathers this, the forefathers that, talking about history, how America, but the whole thing is America was built off of killing, stealing, aping, pillaging, guns, knives, blood, hate, war.
Unknown caller.
It was not built off of anything to do with love. But all of a sudden, they want to tell you, oh, we're a melting pot, everyone's one. All come together. But come together over who? Over them, not you. It's not in your benefit. It never was in your benefit to get into a melting pot. It never was into your benefit to say all the land belongs to everyone, all the resources belong to everyone. It was never in our benefit for that. It was never in our benefit. And I talk about true love all the time, and I talk about real peace for a reason. You're not living in real peace. You're living in it's just made. We know it's not real because it's wishy-washy. Something that's wishy-washy. It may change in Sometimes it may seem peaceful, it may seem good, but then, it's because it's not authentic. Other times it's chaotic. It's not nothing authentic in it. The love, there's nothing authentic in it. Only to benefit them. Everything will always be to benefit in their benefit. You'll never see it in your benefit. This case with um, Tyree Nichols, um, yeah, you know, they'll talk about Swift, and it's obvious, because if it was white officers, do you think we would have got this treatment, this quick arrest? No. And I talked about this years ago, and this is a perfect example, because I have a problem with our people. It really scares me, because we don't understand the gravity of the damage our people day to day. We need healing. And I'm talking about the police chief, and those 5 Black officers. The police chief, she was in some scandals, and her previous jobs, and people that are from Black cities. I didn't grow up in a Black city. My city was half and half. So, my sister-in-law, she grew up in Black community, in Black city, her whole city. All you see is Black people. She didn't have to worry about the rednecks. I had to worry about it in Kentucky, and she currently lives in Kentucky. And I had to explain and teach her some things, because it's a different culture. She was telling me that, because sometimes you get tired of your own people, so you think a new place is going to be better or something. And I had to break that down to her. No, it's not. Actually, I would prefer to be around my own people. I would rather have flourishing Black Wall Streets, flourishing Black communities, restaurants, businesses. I would rather have that. And that's because, that would be more healthier for me. That would be more better, because I know that people that don't look like me have created a scenario on purpose to where we are entrapped, where we don't have anything of our own. And so what they do is, because we're all in, and we're still that different people, a unique people unlike them, they do things in ways to discourage us and cause us to hate each other. They say, see, look, basically, And because power, they have the ultimate power. And they're always going to have the ultimate power. That's why our people are damaged. That's why they can do crazy things out here. They've been influenced. Influence can be backed by money, and maybe the manipulation of, or the promise of some kind of power. But also talking about true love, I'm going to be doing a reading. Hold on, y'all. Somebody's knocking on my door again. I'm so sorry about that. Children again. But yeah, we have so many damaged people in our community that one thing about our community is getting counseling for mental health has always been a taboo. It's always been a taboo. But nowadays, you know, um, so you pretty much been pushed through society. We've been pushed through, like mental health hasn't been really looked at, you know. So I think community is important. I think community uh, organizations is very critical, even right now, because we got to heal us. No one else is going to have the antidote that's going to help us. These five men, obviously, we have mental issues in our community. And um, it's seen all over, you know. Um, my sister-in-law, she told me some things, and I'm like, yeah, I understand that. Of course, we're going to be like that. We got things that no one ever dealt with for us. We never dealt with ourselves. We never faced some things. No one ever stood up and said, we need some healing in our community, you know, and done that and healed people and understand each other, not be bitter or mad at each other and start hating each other, but then that understanding person, you know, understand that um, 200 years of, of I'm so sorry about that. But like I said, people haven't dealt with deep, deep things that have traumatic. That's what our people have been through, a lot of traumatic things. Um, hold on, Reva. So our people been traumatized, you know. Hold on a second. Here. Oh. Okay. Ooh, I'm back. So, um, different people handle things different ways, you know. Um, so some of these organizations we definitely need, an organization that will help people in our community to learn to relax. Get your people together in your community and have a meditation, you know, um, a center for meditation, a center for movement, a center for a place where people can go after work and just relax, unwind, recuperate, and heal. Because a lot of times that place of healing is not there, and that's important. I know when I was growing up, the weekends, Friday came along, and after all the school, stress from work, um, just getting together as a family and doing things like music, dance, or watching movies. All those things, watching movies together, just doing something together, kind of it's really healing. It's really healing. Having, knowing that you have some people to talk to, some people to socialize with, um, that can understand your ordeal, what you go through on a daily basis, or try to at least understand that, I think, can help build up a community, like it can build up a house, like a family in the house, like it did my family in the house. And um, you know, there's so many different things that it's possible out here to do to get a community of people to get some healing. You know, the center is one place where you can, like I said, the meditation, um, someone to talk with, movement. You have a DJ. You just um, people just like. I admired this when I was in California. It was a place that I just paid $5 to go into there anytime, membership basically, and I'd go in anytime I wanted to go in there and just to heal myself because I had some stress on me. I was active duty military, and I was trying to do so much other stuff in my life, and I just lost myself in a way, and I need that comfort. So I was going to, the clubs didn't do it, but that place, just being able to go there and freely move how I wanted to move and just be, that was healing for me, you know, and I think it really helped me through a lot of the stuff I was going through, and therapy, um, of course. Um, so when you see a problem in yourself, you should always want to resolve that problem in yourself before you hurt yourself. Because that's all we do when we seek out doing wicked deeds. We always hurt ourselves in the long run because we have to live with that. We have to live with what we do. We have to live with what we say. Nobody else has to do that but us, you know. So I have two books that I got I want to do live reading. Speaking of true love, this is a book that I picked up, and I didn't take my tag off yet. But let me see if I hate when they stick on the cover. It ruins the cover. That could have went on the bottom or something, but it ruins your cover of your book when you have stickers on it. Like that sticker, just it's so like that tacky. But this is a book, Maya Moore and Jonathan Irons. And it's called Love and Justice. She was a basketball player. And Maya and Jonathan's story is truly inspiring. Love and Justice is about faith, sacrifice, and perseverance in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. It's also a powerful reminder to challenge injustice when we see it. Michael Jordan, that's Michael Jordan. Maya's leadership serves as an architect in offering a blueprint for groundbreaking activist work. Her commitment, grace, and dedication are helped propel many of the movements we see sweeping the country today. What she and Jonathan have given us is a gift and will affect generations to come. This is just what they're saying about it. But okay, so the book is about Jonathan was only 16 when he was arrested for a crime he didn't commit. Maya's family met Jonathan through a prison ministry program in 1999 and over time developed a close bond with him. Maya met Jonathan in 2007, shortly before her freshman year at the University of Connecticut, where she became one of the most heralded women's basketball players in collegiate history. She visited him often throughout the years and sent him letters and books. As he fought for his freedom, ultimately she became a strong voice for prosecutorial changes. She stunned the sports world when she announced in February 2019 that she would step away from her career in women's basketball, in part so she could help Jonathan with what they hoped would be his final appeal. In March 2020, his conviction was overturned by a state judge in Jefferson, Missouri. In this uplifting memoir, the couple explores their unwavering faith, their deep connection, and how Maya stepped away from basketball to pursue justice, both to prove Jonathan's innocence and inspire activism in others. Just like Maya and Jonathan, readers will find themselves asking the important questions. Am I living out my purpose? True love. True love. Because it took adversity and a woman's bravery to stand up against what she felt like was wrong. And to support this man who was in a situation, a dire situation that many, many men in our community find themselves in, unfortunately. Very unfortunate. But that goes back to, like I said, we're not winning because we're not trying to win. We're not putting forth the effort to win. Many of our people have jumped ship. have went into interracial relationships because people the illusion. I'm not the delusional one. It's the world around us that's the illusion, and it is utilized to so that we will feel defeated and will jump ship and give up on ourselves, on our community, on a unique people. But another people have developed an visage of what we were, and they call it the chosen people. And they have done this against us. And being that they've done this against us, that's a big deal. But yet we still see our people jumping ship and joining the bandwagon, which is a false bandwagon that is not true love, not true peace, nothing for real in it. But the boomerang effect is in full force. In full force. So what goes around comes back around, and it's happening. It will happen. It will happen. Ooh. Looking at the screen is damaging my eyes, you guys. And then they got me some glasses. They're supposed to be. I have another appointment where I need to get me some more glasses that are gonna really have the protection on it. These, I don't think they have the protection on them. These, they made them bifocal and they're crazy. I can't even see out of these glasses. They're not helping my eyes. So I'm going to have to take them back and see what's going on with them. But in the meanwhile, I should say, I need to get a whole new better set through someone else because this is not working. My eyes are like crazy. So, hey, Yasina in the house. Welcome. Said peace. Goddess. Thank you, Yasina. Yeah, I was asking about you the other day. I asked you. Glad to see you. I don't know if I sent you an email out because I was trying to find your email address so I can get it. Let me share my link in case somebody wants to come up and speak. Let me see. Okay, paste. There's my link in case you want to come up and talk and chat or whatever on this subject because, you know, all the damage that is done to us is not in a vacuum. It's not in a vacuum. Because you do damage to one group of people, you do damage to one person, you do damage to whatever. The fact is you did damage, right? And doing damage, expect damage back, you know? Damage comes right back. You know. So that's fine. If you don't want to come up, that's fine. I'm greedy. Get off of here and get my rest, and then I have to go take the girls somewhere. We have an appointment, and I just need to rest. So, like I said, we can heal ourselves, and we need to work on that. And you know, it's just crazy because I've seen, like, when the weekend was over with, there was so many shootings, dollar store shooting here, shooting there, shooting everywhere. I told you we were turning into the Wild Wild West. It's crazy. And I really didn't read the articles. I really didn't read those articles. I just knew there was a lot of stuff happening. One cowboy got murdered by the messing with the animals. I mean, they subjugate the animals, and then people lose their lives. It's all about the brain. It's just all about how you use your brain, and you know, if you're using your brain to destroy other people, to set people up, yeah, let's do something soon. Yeah. Yes, please. You still got my email, right? Let me see if I still got your email. If not, give me your email real quick so I can put it into my thing. So I thought I had your email. Let me see. Just try to put it in this thing. Mm-mm-mm. For some reason, it's not showing up. Okay. Yeah, seeing in the house. Yeah. I don't see it. It's sister. Maybe. Okay. No. The Vanguard Veritas. See, do you have an email address? Because I thought I had your email address in my Gmail, but I don't have it in my Gmail. And I can check my Yahoo. Speaking of how they hurt themselves, let me share this article. There's an article that just came up. I'm like, wow, good timing. What good timing. Let's read this article. It's the same like the cowboy, the teenager cowboy. It's all crazy. It's also nefarious. And, okay, here we go. Share this article. Let's see if we can get to this accusatory. Okay, okay. All right. Okay. We got it? Okay. All right. Let me see. So it says Grant Pass, Oregon. Okay. The suspect in a violent kidnapping in Oregon, a man who spent little time behind bars for similar crime in Nevada, died after shooting himself during a standoff with a heavily armed police, authorities said. Benjamin Obadiah Foster, 36, died at the hospital Tuesday night, hours after he was taken into custody. Grants Pass Police Lieutenant Jeff Hattersley Foster had been the subject of an intensive manhunt in southwestern Oregon after a woman was found unconscious, bound, and near death in a house in Grant Pass on January the 24th, on Wednesday. She remained hospitalized in critical condition. In 2019, before moving to Oregon, Foster held his then girlfriend captive inside her Las Vegas apartment for 2 weeks. He reached a deal with Clark County prosecutors in August 2021 that allowed him to plead guilty to one felony count of battery and a misdemeanor count of battery constituting domestic violence. A judge sentenced Foster to between 1 and 2.5 years in Nevada prison after factoring in 720 days he had spent in jail awaiting trial. Foster could have been made to serve almost 200 additional days in state custody under the maximum sentence. Instead, he was released the day he was brought to prison, Nevada Corrections Department officials said on Monday. Grant Pass Police Chief Warren Hinsman said last week that it is extremely troubling that Foster would up being sought for attempted murder. Foster wound up being sought for attempted murder in Oregon instead of remaining behind bars in Nevada. The attack and ensuing hunt for Foster by local police, Oregon State Police, and federal agents has rattled residents of Grant Pass, a town of 40,000 in southwest Oregon. Foster narrowly eluded a police raid last Thursday in the unincorporated community of Wolf Creek, Oregon. Then was seen on Tuesday in the same neighborhood where the woman he was accused of attacking was found. He barricaded himself under the same house as police arrived in full force. KTVL reported Foster then shot himself, was taken into custody, and then to the hospital where he died, police said. So you see, when you do all this energy, a lot of people, I guess they're protecting. Okay, thank you. I guess they're protecting themselves. Where did you send it to? Mm-hmm. You know? Mm. When you're in that energy, that's what happens. That's what happens. It comes right back to you. Ugh. What am I doing? Okay. I got off track. Okay. Let me see. I got a Yahoo email. So let me see if it's in here. Yes, I got it. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna send you an email back. Let me see. Let me see. Hmm. Okay. Reply. This is my email, and also this is my other email address. Oh boy. Yeah, that's my Gmail email address, and you already got my Yahoo email address. So, Yasina, I just sent you an email back. Well, actually, yeah, you can see that email. I didn't expect it to be up there, so let me stop sharing. I didn't mean for it to be up there. All right, but you can see that I sent you the email. And I'm about to close off of here. Like I said, I got something to do in a little bit, but I think I'm going to lay down and take a little rester and listen to some meditation music and try to clear my mind and relax. So, with that said, true love, real peace, the higher self within, the soul. Until next time, thank you guys for being here, and peace.